Hello and welcome back. Today we are taking a look at something very different. Here we are looking at Thunderbird trading cards. You may have seen one of my older videos where I looked at some Century 21 trading cards. Recently I managed to get off eBay a complete set of the Pro set of Thunderbird trading cards from 1992. I remember having the complete set as a kid and loving them as a kid, so having these back in a collection again is really cool. The set had all 100 cards bound like this, along with some promo packs. These aren't, I don't know anything about these. These are random cards in there, much like any other trading card pack you might buy, except they're obviously clear. I'm assuming that perhaps these were part of like a Kellogg's cereal or Walker's Crisp promotion in '92. I don't know. I'm going to have to try and maybe do some more searching on those to try and find some history on them. So I have 4 packs of those, which I'm probably going to keep sealed, given that I have the complete set as it is. But we have the complete set here, so this is the first 9 cards, the first one being Thunderbird 3. We get one of Thunderbird 2, Brains, Penelope, Thunderbird 2 and 1 at Volcano, and Jeff Tracy. Turning them over, each of the backs have the same backs to them with the International Rescue logo and a blue strip against an orange background. There's then a brief bio, and with the characters we actually get a bio on the characters themselves. So for example, number 9, the mission's International Rescue was set up by Jeff Tracy to help people caught up in the many disasters that happen around the world. The fantastic Thunderbirds crafts specially designed to operate under hazardous conditions. So that's the first 9. Second 9, which seemed to specifically feature Thunderbird 1 and Scott Tracy. So we get various images of Thunderbird 1 and Scott, including a profile on Thunderbird 1 and its pilot. The second 9 is a profile or specifically focused on Thunderbird 2 and its pilot Virgil. The classic Thunderbird 2 preparing for launch. Again, we get a bio and profile on Thunderbird 2 and the pods. Next set is focused on Thunderbird 3. And its pilot Alan Tracy. Interesting that the shot of Alan is literally just a character still rather than him in the pilot's chair. Our bios. Thunderbird 4. We get look at Gordon again piloting the Thunderbird 4 craft, which is the submarine. And of course our bios on the back. Then it's Thunderbird 5 and its pilot John Tracy. Again, a character shot rather than in the vehicle. I suppose that's closer to it given it's a space station. Interestingly, we also get a Christmas shot. And our bios on the back. Next up is a focus on primarily the rescue craft or rescue vehicles within the pod, so the Mole and the Firefly. We also get a card with Brains and Penelope and Fab 1. Next is a look at Penelope and Parker with Carreno and the hood as well. Then it seems to be a primary look at the hood and various disasters. If I'm not mistaken, that is a shot from one of the films. Yeah, X0, so those are the film shots. Some generic pictures there. And then finally, the last ones are primarily focused on Thunderbird 1 and 2 with a shot of Parker, and then the final card being a holiday shot of everyone together. So that is the original 100 Pro Set Thunderbird cards from 1992. I was also recently at a convention and able to get a complete base set of the Thunderbird trading cards from the 2004 film. So I thought I'd take a look at these at the same time. I've never seen any of these before, so it'd be interesting to see what they are. Go. There we go. So, number 1 is a checklist, and it looks like it will start making up a scene. So we'll have a go at those while we do it. So get the middle. 2 is another checklist. 3 is a summary. Then we get profiles of our Thunderbirds. All of the various characters. Hood. Thunderbird 1. Thunderbird 2, Thunderbird 3, 4, 5. So Out of curiosity, for those currently watching this, what was your introduction to Thunderbirds 2? Thunderbirds, was it the original 60s, the reissues in the 90s or early noughties, or was it even this film? Perhaps it was even the Thunderbirds Are Go series from 2013? No, sorry, 2015. That's a nice picture. It almost looks more like a family photo than a trading card. Those who have seen the 2004 film, what did you think to it? I recently rewatched it. I didn't think it was as bad as I remembered it. It's the way I ended up summing it up was that it's a good film. It's just not a good Thunderbird film. You know, you scrap the vehicles and it's any other generic Spy Kid-esque holiday flick. There was very little which made it Thunderbirds. And watching that, I don't know whose fault that was. I don't know if that was the producers, the studio, Jonathan Frakes' script. I mean, there's no denying that Frakes had no connection to the franchise. He didn't even want to speak with Anderson initially, and even when he tried afterwards, Anderson obviously brushed him off, quite rightly so. And we get a nice shot of Thunderbird 2 there. I'm not a big fan of the Thunderbird 2 design for this film. Well, I quite like the idea that it had a conveyor craft taking it out to the launch pad. However, I just felt it was too rounded and squat for it to be a real Thunderbird 2, especially with the fact that it didn't have pods rather than sort of just drop down compartments. Thunderbird 3 was a reasonable redesign, and Thunderbird 1 was close enough to its original counterpart. Thunderbird 5 was a bit of a weird design, just like a weird squished version of the original. There we get all the brothers aligned together. Looks like we get more of our part work here. Or perhaps this is a separate one. We'll see in a minute. I think this is a separate part work. Yes. So this is obviously a breakdown of Tracy Island. And our last two. So we get a nice cross-section of Tracy Island. Interestingly, so we have the complete base set. There were some other, obviously, signature and costume cards available. Interestingly, this feels like it should have been more, that we should have had completed images in 1 and 3. It's a little disappointing that we didn't get a couple of extra cards either side of this, but I guess it is what it is. That's 2, that's 1, and that is number 3. So there we have our trading cards for the 2004 Thunderbirds film. I quite like the look of them. They're nice enough to add to the collection. But yeah, it's really cool to have the base set for the original Pro set from '92. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Until next time, stay safe, be kind to each other,